Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and part 2 of Ravenheart. She is available in my Etsy shop, and as always there is a link to it and all of the colors of the pencils and the supplies that I use down in the description box below the video. Okay, so we're going to work on her hair, her dreadlocks today. And dreadlocks are actually a lot easier than they look like they might be. I think I'm going to do the top of her head after I get the long parts done, just because these are a little bit easier. And it's been a while since I did the original drawing, and I want to kind of get a better feel for what I'm doing down here. So I pulled out the colors that I think I'm going to use. I've got a 90% cool gray, 50% cool gray, 20% cool gray. I've got a 10% French gray and my espresso. So I think I will go with that. I did not write down the colors that I used the first time, which sometimes I forget. So, what do I want to start with? Yeah, see, it's been a while since I've done it, and I can't remember exactly what I did. So we'll just pick something. Let's start with 50% cool gray. And basically all I do for my dreadlocks is do this kind of like swish swashy motion, crisscrossy, back and forth. So let's just kind of come down to there, and then we'll go to another color. Let's go ahead and put some light in. This is the 10% French gray. I could use white, but and literally this is all I'm going to be doing. It's crisscrossing through. So let's do some dark. Now I'm going to go a little bit lighter with the dark, because you know it shows up so heavily, so I don't want to overpower. Kind of wanted her dreadlocks to be gray, grayish. I don't know. I've got a few colors in here, you know, the grays and the espresso. All right, let's do the 20% cool gray. This I can kind of use to kind of blend and soften, and just, I mean, literally it's like you just kind of make a mess. There's no, it's really easy. And then I'm going to use the espresso, just almost like a glaze. I don't want to use a lot of it. I'm just going to put a little bit of it in. Kind of like her hair's still got some brown in it, you know. Not that I'm trying to make her look old with gray hair, but the reference photo that I used, the girl had this really beautiful gray hair, and I actually really liked it, so I went with it. This is the 90%. I'm just putting a little. They're fun because there's no precision needed, really. All right, so I'm gonna finish with that one, and I think maybe I'll start with the darker this time. So the 90% cool gray. You want to, you know, stick to your to each dread. I don't want to go out into the other ones, but it's not like it would be a big deal if you did, but they're just so easy. All right, let's do 10% French. And I'm just zigzagging and Xing, just kind of whatever my hand does. Let's do some 50. And let's use the 20 at the end. Well, actually, it's not the end, but I think what I'm going to do is leave the espresso for last. This is the light. I don't think it really matters in what order you do these. I think just, I mean, we still want to you know, use our dark color for our separation of the dreads. But I can honestly say that it's not going to matter which order you do these in. Just pick one. Like that one, I think is actually probably fine. This right here, I'm just going to smooth that a little bit. Okay, let's do the dark one. Very lightly though. We want thin lines, not thick lines, so you don't want to press down hard. This is a separate one. I almost feel like I could just speed through this part because we're going to do this. I'm going to do the same exact technique on all of these dreads. So that was the 90%. Let's go ahead and do the 10% French. You can't make a mistake on these unless you don't, you know, use your darks to help you get definition between each section of hair. You could probably scribble on these and it would still come out looking fine. All right, I'm gonna just start down low since I'm already here. And then I think we'll put get some dark in here. So doing this on the tan paper, it's probably easy to, you know, have areas that get missed. But I don't think that matters. If you're on white, just make sure that you get it filled in enough to be happy with it. So this is my 90% cool gray. I'm just shading the one side. Let's do that one. This is 50. This could not be any easier. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Let's put some dark. So 90% cool gray. Before I keep going, I just want to experiment a little bit. So this is my 50% cool gray. And I actually think I like this. And because it's starting to look a little bit blue, let's take out the espresso. I guess it's probably a good thing I didn't switch to speed because it's still not quite the way I want it yet. It's looking a little blue. So I'm going to try and experiment. So just hang in there with me for a minute. I hate it when I don't write down what my, that's not working. When I don't write down what my original colors were that I used. I mean, not that it matters because it would still probably look pretty the other way, you know, left this way. It's just not exactly what I want. This is getting better. I think it was just that I hadn't put the espresso on here yet. We still get the kind of grayish feel. Okay, and then when I'm finished, I'll probably come in and add some stray white hairs, but I think that's going to be fine. So I'll keep going. I just spent 3 hours on the phone with my friend whose name is also Karen, who's in Florida. And we get to start talking about coloring. And before you know it, 3 hours have gone by. How anybody can talk about coloring for that long? I don't know, but we always manage. So I'm kind of talked out right now. 50%. Let's do some French. 10% French. I guess back to the 50. Let's darken it up a little bit. Espresso. Back to the 90% cool gray. of wondering what will happen if I smush all this together. Good. All right. Let's do 20%. You really literally could just scribble. As long as you're scribbling in each little section, I think it'll be just fine. Okay, so let's do some 50. And because I printed edge to edge, I think it cut off the last dreadlock that I have here. So I wish my printer wouldn't do that. I don't know why. It's very frustrating. But it is what it is. Did I put espresso on already? I think I did. Let's do some 90%. I like the blender. It just kind of smushes and softens everything together. I think that works just fine. You can take a white pencil and just kind of do some loose, sticky-outy hairs. Good. Okay, let's do the other side. Same way. Because you can go a little bit crazy, still be a little cautious of your edges, especially over the skin. Sometimes my pencil goes a little nuts. So this actually is, I'm going to just go ahead and do that in the darker right now. For ease of staying in camera, I think I'll do these up here, and then I'll come down and do this. And yeah, I think we'll still stick with one at a time. All right, let's do 20%. And then 50%. Yep, I'm scribbling. And we'll do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do espresso. So the espresso, I don't necessarily want to see those crisscrossy lines like we did with the darkest and the lightest color. So I'm just almost glazing the color on, little swirly, soft marks. In with the dark, with the 90%. We can keep the darkest colors on the outer edges of each dread. That will help create the illusion that they're round or tubular, I guess. More dark on the side that's not getting the light, but still a little bit of dark on this side too. All right, let's do this one. Sorry, I guess I can use these now. This is the 10%. Is that what I want to use? No, I want to use the 20% cool. And 50%. Little 10% French. Espresso. But really, as long as you're dark, your darkest and one of your lightest makes your crisscross marks. And it really doesn't matter what order the colors go down. I'm going to go a little bit darker. And we can always darken with more of the grays after we get done if we still feel like it's not dark enough. So this one, let's use the 10% French. And then the 20, no, sorry, 50%. Espresso. To blend. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. 90% cool gray. think I've got this down now, so I'm just gonna do all of these together. Let's use 20%. And 50%. %. Espresso. And blend it out a little bit. White. All right. I'm happy with those. Let's do the top of her head. This part's a little bit trickier just because it's not just straight down tubes. So handle it, you know, in each little section. So I'm going to start on this section right here. This so that was 20. This is the 90. We'll do some 50. Excuse me. Then some espresso. And let's go up and do this section right here. 50. All right, let's do. This is kind of a section. And if you want to make sure that you don't get yourself lost, just go ahead and do, you know, 1 or 2 at a time. That way you can get that dark in there between each one. So you kind of make sure that you can see that they're separated. Okay. I think in here, I want to use some white. Treat these a little bit more like where the hair is a little bit, like the hair would actually be a little bit straighter in here, really close to the head. So you'll have the shine of this hair. We'll use the 90%. Do some 50%. And some espresso. My paper wants to not lay flat. White. $50, $90. All right, I think I did white here already, it looks like. Just kind of, so I don't forget, doing the little fluffy hairs that are right there along the edge of the hairline. 50. $90. Espresso. The rest of this back here is kind of just it's less defined. It's more just fuzzy and so a bit of white. Let's do a little bit of 50%. And some 90%. Let's just blend this. This is espresso. I think that's good. trying to just decide if I want it any darker. You can use your black, not black, the 90% cool gray to just kind of stick some deeper little bits in there if you want. I actually think it's fine. All right, let's get her shirt done. So we could do black, or we could do like a really dark purple. You could do a lighter purple just by putting a layer of white down first and then adding your purple. I don't have a page. I don't have a page printed to show you that, but trust me, it works. I don't know if I want purple though. I've got, the bird's gonna have quite a bit of purple and blue in it. The background's gonna have purple in it. The flowers are gonna have purple in it. I don't know what I want to do. My original has black. Let's just do black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some white in right there where the crease is catching some light. And we could, you know, add gray. If we wanted to show some, what am I trying to say? You know, like where the light might hit it. I just think I like the black because everything else is going to have so much purple. This is cool gray. I think I like this better than the white. It's almost too much though, too light. That's better. Yeah, no, this is all black. If my printer didn't put lines and stuff, it would be it would be better. Careful not to color over his feet. That right there is a foot. That's a foot. One nice thing about this being grayscale and already being dark, it sure makes it a lot easier to get a layer of dark color on instead of trying to do it on top of white. Oh, we got to get our fingernails done. That's how I'll show you the purple on her fingernails. So when I did the original one, I added some texture so that it wasn't just solid plain black, so that it didn't look flat. I added a little bit of kind of fuzzy almost texture just using a gray. This is the 50% cool gray. All right, let's do her fingernails. So she's got really dark fingernails, but if we take some white, just a thin layer is all you need over the top of the grayscale. And when you go to add your purple, and this is a dark purple, but if I were to add a light purple, it would show up even better. But now you can definitely tell that those are purple fingernails. This is just to help the color get brighter. That I'm just going to barely put a little bit on there because her nail actually is in shadow. Maybe I shouldn't use black grape. Maybe I should use a different color. Let's try violet. I grabbed the black grape, but that maybe wasn't the right. This is violet. That's better. See how you can definitely see that it's purple. All right. And I think her skin, I think her skin color is fine. It turned out different than my first piece, but you know, that does happen at times. I'm glad that I filled this in a little bit darker so that it's not quite so much of a big white section there on her neck. Her hair is finished. So we have flowers, crow, and background to do, and hopefully with any luck we can get that all done in one video. So I think I'm going to end, I don't know, that's scary. I still have a half an hour left to go. I should probably utilize that time. What do you guys want to do? You know, I think I'm gonna just keep this hair video in and of itself, so that if anybody is looking for how to color dreadlocks, they can find it and just work on that. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll end it here, and then we'll work on the next one. All right, guys, that is all for now. Until I see you on the next video, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really, really makes a difference. And thank you to everybody who consistently does that for me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.